What's up everyone, Debug.Log here, and today we're going to create a new game. Oh, and it's going to be a game about mini golf. Either way, here we go. We're going to get going on that. We already created the new project that we called mini golf, and we're going to go ahead and get going. Let's go. Picture on picture. So, first thing we need to do when we create a mini golf game is obviously we need mini golf. So the first real thing we need to do is create a ball. So we want a 3D object, a sphere. That's it. That's a ball.
Wow. Golf ball.
Good golf ball, eh?
But the biggest thing I want to do to start with is really I just want to get some HDRP stuff. So we're gonna go ahead and open up our browser. And we're gonna look up HDRP. Oh wow, look at that beautiful HDRP. The HDRP. And we're gonna go environment. Default skybox. It's a material. So we're gonna go into here. Since it's literally the picture, we need to go ahead and create a new material. We're gonna call it clouds. Go ahead and make this material on the inspector. Skybox. And we're gonna do a panoramic. Spherical HDR. Drop our clouds now into our lighting. And we're going to drop that into our skybox. And there you go. Now we have this nice little cloud. So what we have first is a ball. Let's go ahead and just drop some ground on here. So let's go do like a 3D. Let's just throw in a terrain for now. Let's just do a plane. Let's go ahead and reset that plane. And then let's scale it out 10 in one direction. And we'll keep it at 1. Alright, so we got this nice little plane with a ball on it. We'll take the ball and we'll move it up. Scale is a little off, right? Because the ball is probably really small. But we're not going to worry about scale right now. That would be crazy. Wouldn't it? I'm going to put this at the end there. Boom, ball. Now we want to make some materials for sure. So one material we're going to want to create. So let's create a new folder. We're going to call it materials. And yeah, technically the HDR map is a material, but we're going to go ahead and create it in this folder. We're going to create a material that we're going to call Greenland. Standard green. Okay. And we're also going to create a new material that we're going to call ball, right? Now we get the ball. We're going to drop on the ball. The standard green, we're going to stop in the green. Standard green, we're going to go ahead and just change this for now to like a green, greenish texture, right? I'm kind of make it look like grass-ish. Take our ball. Most balls are white, like real white. Not metallic, but not smooth either, right? Make it a ball on some land. Now we want to hit that ball, right? So there's going to be some things we got to do here. I like segregating things. And if this is going to be multiplayer one day, it's another thing we consider, but if I do consider it, I should consider it now. Is this going to be multiplayer? I kind of want it to be multiplayer. I mean, what's the point of playing a game of mini golf if you can't play with other people? So I mean, like, yeah. So let's see, we're online. It's a turn-based game. Then again, golf with friends is not. You just all go at the same time. So we just want to all go at the same time too, you know, right? With that in mind, we do want it to be multiplayer, so we're going to use mirror multiplayer. Mirror. I'm going to go ahead and import. Oh, we should have probably updated. Cancel. I said
Cancel.
okay. Update. Now we import. Good job. Good job. Importing. Do 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 do. Mirror has been installed. I want to go also to my Unity registry or my in project one, and we're gonna get rid of things that I don't use. So I don't use JetBrains, so let's remove it. Now we're back to the game. All right, so Mirror is basically the same thing as Unity's old high-level API for networking. And a different company picked it up, and it's called Mirror. All right, so that's just what that, in case you didn't know. So, we should probably create an empty that we're gonna call a network manager. And over here, we're going to add, after we reset it, a component called a network manager. And we're going to also add to this network manager a network manager HUD. Just so that we have something in play mode that shows up on the HUD. Now, with a network manager in place, we can set up some stuff like our spawnable player. We're going to create an empty. I'm going to call player. You may be surprised. I do not want the player to be linked to the ball. I'd like to be able to destroy the ball or do other things with the ball at some point in this project. So I do not want to make the player the ball. I am going to make the player an empty game object. That empty game object is the player. That object is going to have a network identity on it. This network identity means that it can be, it identifies as something on the network. Now the ball is going to have a network identity attached to it as well. We're going to call this ball, right? So we got a ball. That's also going to have a network identity as well, because a ball will be synchronized across the network. Its transform and scale and things like that, so it needs a network identity. Under the network manager, we're going to set the player as the player prefab. As of right now, we're going to let it auto create the player, and we can have registered prefab or spawnable prefabs, and we can drop the ball into that, which it doesn't like. Why? I forget. My file build settings, that the open scene, even though it's called sample scene, is part of the game. It's the first scene in the game. So the player prefab is a player. If it is random, well, the ball needs to be a prefab, that's why. So we're gonna take the ball, We're gonna drop it. Got it. We're gonna create a new folder. We're gonna call prefabs. In that folder, we're gonna create another folder that we're gonna call. We're not gonna do the folder yet. We're gonna do player. We're gonna do ball. In this player and a ball are prefabs. The network manager is gonna have a ball and has a player. There you go. Perfect. Now the next part is that we need to be able to have the player who spawns spawn a ball, and then have that ball be playable. So the first thing is we need to have the player spawn in the first place. So let's go ahead, hit delete, hit save. When we hit play, a player should spawn. There's a player. It's over there. What do you know? We have a player spawned. Interesting, right? Alright everyone, that's it for this episode. Next time on the mini golf series, we're going to work more on multiplayer, the coding behind it, and getting a player ball to spawn. So if you want to see more content like this, go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe. Let me know in the comments below if you enjoyed this video or if you'd prefer I just stick with the horror. And if you're interested in horror games, go ahead and check out this video right here. And I'll see you guys again here next time here on Debug.Log. Peace. Bye.